What's going on, Taurus? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Taurus, make sure you stay tuned until the end of your reading, where I will pull a final message from the universe tying everything together, and I will pull your animal spirit card, find out what is your animal spirit. All right, so let's dive right in. What is going on with your career energy? What is going on with your work, your romantic energy? Who is coming? Who is going? Any travel? Anything you should look out for? We are going to figure all that out right now. Let's do one more shuffle, just for good measure. Okay, so right now, first card, Death card. So a chapter is closing and another chapter is opening. And a lot of times when, people see the Death card, they're like, oh my goodness, someone dying. No. That just means you're closing a chapter. Majority of times you're closing a chapter on something that's not paying dividends, right? So you're doing something that's not working. This chapter is going to be closing. If anything, you should be excited for it, right? Understand that when you close this chapter, another door will open. Right now, look at this. 9 of Cups, Page of Cups. Wow. Oh my. Talking about opportunities. Ace of Pentacles. Loving this so far. I'm loving this. Inspired action. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of you are going to get inspiration. You're going to feel like you're going to be able to monetize a passion. You're going to be focusing on more what you truly love, and then you're going to get a download of how you can really monetize it. So for example, you may get a passion of, wow, you know what? I really like dogs. I really like animals. I wish there was something I could do to make money off. Make money, doing my passion. Make money off something that I'm passionate about. Well, there is. I'll give you an example. My wife Alicia and I, we created a pet supplement line called Nested Pets. We sell it on Amazon.com. We love animals. We love dogs. We did this like 10 years ago, right? So when we realized how much we love dogs, what did? We created a pet supplement line. So every single day when I wake up, I read reviews about dogs, jumping on, couches and going upstairs, and their hips work now, or they're calm from fireworks going off. So we monetize the passion. I'm telling you this to let you know it can get done. What do you love? Maybe you love cooking. Great. Why don't we go, maybe go to culinary art school? Or maybe why don't we go and create a YouTube channel called Cooking with 5 Ingredients? Everyone would watch it. Make your videos 5 minutes. Everyone would watch it, right? Would you watch it? Cooking with 5 Ingredients. The video is 5 minutes. Of course, right? And that's what's going on. So it's like, what are you passionate about? It is going to come to fruition. Now, very interesting, right? Look at this. You had the Death card. You had the 5 of Cups. There is something here that once you close, right, this chapter, whatever this is, it doesn't even feel good, that you are going to be really jumping for joy because a lot of good things are coming from this. And I do see here that there is something that the universe is waiting to gift you, right? So ask yourself, what is it that you think of that you cringe? A person, a situation, a thing, a shadow. What is it that every time you think of this, you're like, I can't think of this, and you stop thinking about this? There is a shadow deep down buried. Now, if this shadow does not get addressed, what resists persists, and when you resist anything, you resist everything. So for example, when you have this shadow, if you're looking at a beautiful sunset, rather than be in the moment, you're going to feel like something's wrong. Or when you're having a conversation, rather than listen to that person, you're going to be distracted. So you got to address this shadow, right? And whatever this is, your ego is burying it because it doesn't want you to get hurt. So every time you think of it, maybe the shadow is, I don't know if I'm going to ever get rich. And every time you think of that, you're like, oh, I can't even think of that, right? And I'm so scary, right? But you got to understand, address it. Why do you feel like you'll never get rich? Why is that? When you really look at the deep root of the problem, you're like, you know what? I was told that unless you're lucky, you're never going to, collaborate or network, or my parents didn't leave me an inheritance. You got to be like, okay, well, a lot of different people didn't get inheritances and they were rich. A lot of different people, they started their own business with no experience and they got rich. Is this even real? You're going to realize, wow, that shadow has no power. It's not even true. And right now, clearing this shadow should be your #1 priority. Now, you got the 7 of Wands and you also have the 7 of Swords. That is a synchronicity from your angels and guides. Some of you may feel like you're a little standoffish right now. You're a little it's almost like you're having a hard time believing what other people have to say. Right now, your angels are telling you that this isn't necessarily bad. It seems like you're doing your due diligence, but also you don't want to miss out on an opportunity because your guard is up, right? So for example, imagine someone comes up to you and says, hey, listen, there's this new crypto, new investment, new stock, new business, new house, whatever that I want to buy. We should be partners. It's going to, change our life. Now, it's not a bad idea to do due diligence. Like, listen to what they have to say. What I would do is I'd be like, great, give me the numbers, I'll get back to you. But also, you don't want to have your guard up so high where you're like, no, you're out to hurt me, you're out to get me, and miss these opportunities. So right now, if you feel like you're having a hard time committing to something, just kind of go with the flow. Understand the choice is yours. No one can make you do anything, but also no one can hear you when you see their cards. You don't need to show your cards. Look at their cards. Now look at this. You got the Empress and you have the King of Swords. So it's like a lot of you, there's this new profound sense of creativity. There's new profound sense of, of learning. Like right now your soul is eager and yearning to experience stuff, right? And right now your angels are telling you to really try new things, right? Mind, body, and soul. Your soul is on planet Earth here to experience stuff. Some of this stuff is joyful, great. Some of it's painful. You may ask yourself, why would my soul want to experience painful stuff? Well, why do you watch horror movies? Why do you eat spicy food or salty food or sour food? It's to experience it, right? Then when you eat something sweet all the time, you're like, right? And that's what's going on here. There's a lot of stuff that here you're going to be experiencing. And I do see here right now, your angels are telling you, go with the flow. Go with the flow on with this and let these experiences come naturally and organic to you. Whenever we resist something, whenever we get attached to an outcome and we tell ourselves, oh my goodness, unless this happens, I'm not going to be happy, we cause resistance. For example, imagine if there was no fear. Imagine you weren't fearful of what can go wrong. How would your life be right now? How many businesses would you have started if you weren't worried about bankruptcy? How many people would you have dated if you weren't worried about them saying no when you asked them out, right? So it's like, understand that the only thing preventing you from doing what you want is fear. Fear is an illusion. It's not real. You only give it power if it's real. So for example, when you look at a spider, you could either be like, this is venom, it can kill me, or you could be like, oh, it's a baby spider, Charlotte's Web. It's all perception. It's all perception, right? And right now your angels and guides are telling you to come home to the mystical, spiritual, and quantum because your focus and awareness will not be on the third particle dimensional matter of fear, but instead, which is an illusion, but instead of love, joy, peace, happiness, unity, compassion, joy, all the words that sounded good, right? Because they are good. Now I'm going to pull your animal spirit card. What is your animal spirit today, Taurus? Like for example, yesterday I felt more like an elephant, wisdomous. The other day I felt like a lion, affectionate, romantic, right? What is your animal spirit for today? And yours is, white raven spirit. Ravens are really smart. And trust in the magic is the message. Look at that. Spirit has a plan for you. You are going to get everything you're looking for. Let Spirit do its job, right? The mystical, spiritual, and quantum. Tesla, one of the greatest inventors, said, don't worry about things you can see, touch, or smell, or taste. Focus on energy, frequency, and vibrations to know how this universe works. Right now, the metaphysical, the spiritual, the quantum is all you should focus on. Focus on how you feel. Focus on, what you're attracting, law of attraction. Focus on that. Don't worry about, what Bob or Jane or Bill is doing with the geopolitical events and comparison and judgment and blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You have no control over who the next president is and all this stuff. Don't worry about any of that stuff, right? Focus on getting rich. Focus on meeting your soulmate. Focus on being healthy. How do you focus on that? Look inwards. Trust me on this. All right, Taurus, let us get a final message from the universe for you. What does Taurus need to know? Final message is, be gentle with yourself. Yes. Right now, this is number 33. Look at that synchronicity right there. So that is your angels telling you that this is going to be a good message. A time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you've learned to assist you moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. You have nothing to worry about. You are going to be meeting your soulmate. You are going to be healthy. You are going to be rich. This is not something you have to want. This is your birthright. Don't ask Spirit for this. Spirit is going to give it to you. And if anything, just thank Spirit. Spirit, thank you. Wink, wink. Love you. That's all you got to do. This is it. And then Spirit will deliver this energy into your life. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, honor your soul.